friends of the night, past, present, and future. James is here. Hello, hello, and was immediately throwing me into Halloween mood on a Wednesday morning. So I answered with that, but JC got even more creative. And I didn't even know that there were those cute, of course, I don't know the English word now. Those cute, damn it. It's too early in the morning. Bats. Batman, bat. Yeah, like I said, it's a bit too early. I just woke up, I would say, like a quarter of an hour before the stream. And it was very warm and cozy in bed. So I struggled a bit with getting up. Yeah, but like I said, I was very happy about your greetings here today. And I hope you're all having a good time right now. I have, and yeah, bets. It's so funny that during the stream, I sometimes forget words I actually know, but I mean, that's our brain. It isn't always ready on point. We all have those moments when we know something, or we know something, but it's just not there. The brain is empty. Oh yeah, this one is also quite nice. Yeah, I often don't even remember all the cool emojis we have available for us, because I also always try to put emojis in the title for my streams. And now I know I will use the bat one, but maybe this one also. So thanks, guys, for the suggestions. I have an interesting card today. Let me show you. Apples. And to taste one must swallow it whole, and beneath the setting flame hides drowning waters. And first I was just like, okay, yeah, apples, fall season. A good reminder to bake some apple pie or stuff like that. And often the kids and I actually once a year, maybe I have to look it up, probably we missed it already, go to the apple harvest, get some apples. But yeah, but actually this card, if you look a bit more closely, is about something else. It's a reminder of the Snow White story, that some apples could be poisoned, and I read up about it in the booklet as well. So it's a reminder for us to be cautious with some people who lure us in with gifts, but actually want us harm. But it's not just about those kind of people, but also hasty decisions we tend to make. And I thought about the cards we had before, that we should not suppress negative emotions so much and really try to work with them or figure them out why they are there. And I think that's so important, because it makes us less prone to be manipulated, because those people the cards is talking about, or those sudden decisions we sometimes make, can more easily be bad for us when we suppress stuff that then suddenly comes up, or subconsciously kind of makes us make decisions that are not good for us, Yes, exactly. Poisoned apple from Eve and her apple. Yes, probably. Actually, pomegranates. Yeah, I heard about that too, but that is a whole other. But I heard about the pomegranates too. Makes a lot of sense. So, what I also wanted to say with those things. So, if we want to be more protected from bad people, or let's say it's not so much about bad people, but about bad decisions we make, we often make those decisions on the spot, because maybe we want to avoid something or we want to people please. So I think it's very important to know ourselves and what's going on with us, so we are more protected, and of course to take time to make decisions and also look at people more closely. Coming back to people. And what I also think is interesting with this card, it's a good hint at our writing as well. You know, those are things we can also use for our stories when we build our characters, their flaws, and also when we have maybe the protagonist, how can they convince our main character from them, or kind of how can I say this in English, trap them, you know, by making them believe they are actually good people, give them apples, but then the apples are poisoned. So I think this is a cool card to just help us think about all those underlying motives and yeah, how we can use this to build interesting characters and character relations. But let's see what see, yeah, first your candle emoji actually inspired my choice of greeting. So yeah, that's why. Okay, good. Pomegranate also links to the story of Persephone and her kidnapping by Hades in Greek myth. Ooh, okay. I'm just now thinking about how are pomegranates in the, or where are pomegranates in the Persephone story? Yeah, but that's good. I mean, the card is also kind of going into the myth direction or fairy tales. Apple for teacher, yes. And who knows where that takes my poor little mind. But give me a hint how the pomegranates, I want to know more about the Persephone and Hades story, how the pomegranates are built in there. I don't remember. And yeah, I love to read Greek myth as a kid or a teenager because my dad had some books there. But still, I forgot about this one. How is Persephone ate 6 of the 12 seeds. It's why she has to stay in the underworld 6 months a year. Ooh, okay, so it's really a big part of the whole story. It is why we have 6 months of winter. Ooh, okay. You see, I didn't know any of that. It's good to. And just recently, I saw some shorts, TikTok shorts. No, I don't watch TikTok. YouTube shorts about Greek myth retellings. You know, there must be some good books out there. So maybe I have my reading list. Hi, Nicole. Or reading planner. It's just a little list where I put ideas for topics, reading topics for each month, you know, of the year. And maybe reading, this would be a nice theme for a month, you know, reading Greek mythology again. I mean, I have some books here. Yeah, okay, that was inspirational for me. So let's do a first sprint. I really want to go into and work today on my beach house novel. Since yesterday, I'm kind of more back into this energy, you know, and want to really move forward with it. And I'm just going to work on correcting stuff I wrote down that I saw while I was reading through it. So little minor things. So I hope it won't take too long. We'll see. So again, hi, Nicole. And enjoy the first sprint, my friends. Okay. I'm sorry if that startled you. It definitely startled me. Oh my god. Yeah. How did everybody do? I was, back in my scene and working on a little paragraph transition that I didn't like. And I was very happy to see that Mark joined us. Good morning, my friend. And Loretta as well is up at this time. Yeah, Mark and I have always been twinsies, exactly. Oh yeah, theme is sharing holiday season appropriate emojis. So give us your best shot. I can show you guys again what we started with. This one, JC also shared these emojis. Awesome. And then we had these from James. So I was quite boring with my pumpkin. So if you feel, oh yeah, Loretta is here already. Ooh, I like the last one, but it's so true. All the candy and sweets. Yes, awesome. Oh, yeah, JC got startled. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I forgot to mute the timer and Mark and James is in tune with the mythical soap opera drama that still occupies my mind. It's of my weekly D&D game. My bard being the son of the goddess of death, our main villain. Ooh. Oh, and the bard is the son of the... Ooh, but that's interesting. An interesting relation, So is the bard just telling the story, or is he also heavily involved in what's happening? I mean, I can imagine now that there is this relationship revealed. And what name does the goddess of death have? I'm curious if you want to share. Dark Shadows, when you said soap opera drama. And I remember you didn't mean the movie, which I actually watched recently because I hadn't seen it yet, with Johnny Depp. Isn't it Dark Shadows? I think. But you probably mean the TV show that you talked about there. Is it even black and white? In black and white? I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure. Nicole, I went over some beta notes, awesome, and discovered one of them is still working on the first set of 5. Wow. So they're really into it. I mean, probably giving it time and energy. Not an issue. I can work on Laura's notes and apply what I've gotten to chapter 1. Awesome. Yeah, probably I can imagine that a lot of work is waiting for you when you get back the beta notes, because there must be a lot of stuff that they mention, and you have to go through the notes and decide if this is something you want to actually work into your manuscript, or if you have different ideas for your story. So lots of thinking and working probably for you. James, to Mark, reminds me of a short story I wrote for my HS mythology class. See? I'm sorry you had to suffer through that. I'm just wondering. Oh yeah, the movie probably. I'm not sure. The lead character was the son of Hercules and Styx, conceived during Hercules' task in the underworld. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm wondering what their teachers thought. Oh yeah, see? Yes, the first several dozen episodes are black and white. Oh, so not the whole thing, but okay. That's interesting, actually. So is there a reason for that? Is it just because it's such an old series? Probably. Is that the reason why the first episodes are black and white and then it goes to color? Or is this a kind of tool they used. You know, like the first episodes play in the 50s and the next in the 80s. I don't know. It's just. Ooh, my character ended up slaughtering the Olympian gods. Okay. Oh, yeah, interesting. Destiny had decided the time of the gods was done. I think this is always or very often in a theme writers like to use, you know, especially with Greek mythology, because those are kind of, it's just mythology. And I'm thinking of Neil Gaiman, for instance, and his work where he also touches upon this, how gods, when no one believes in them anymore, lose their power and stuff like that. And I think this is something humans work through because, yeah, of cycles of death and rebirth and stuff like that. We want to cope with that. So that's always interesting, I think, and always sad. I did say there wasn't a rush for them since it is Preptober and all, and a lot of people get busy around this time of year. Yes, definitely. Writers have a lot of stuff to do this time of year. I just got a deck of Magic the Gathering cards, hoping this will be an easy in to maybe more in-depth role-playing. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm looking this up. Okay. Yeah, I will go into that later. Yeah, I also want to play another round of our board game with the kids, you know, the Lord of the Rings board game, which is so much fun. And hopefully an entryway into more of those kinds of games, because I really love it. It's so much fun. Sorry. Mark, heavily involved, we are the heroes meant to save the world from destruction. About to happen in a few weeks. Oh, that's awesome. So you have some time constraint. This makes it even more exciting. He didn't know about his parents being a nymph and thought he was just out of. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Oh, yeah, that's about the black and white. It started in 1967. Yeah, I was inspired by the Norse myth of Ragnarok. Yeah, there is also quite a. I like the first season. There's a TV show on Netflix. I think it's Norwegian, even, or Swedish. I think Norwegian. Ragnarok, it's called, and I liked it. I don't know if you have heard of it yet, James. I don't know if it's your thing. It's more a bit. It's a bit young adult. No, I mean the main character is a student, but it's quite violent and gory. So yeah, I like the show, but I haven't watched the second season. I think there's also another season out already. So I like the style of the show. So if you're interested in Norse mythology, might be for you. But yeah, we need to sprint. I want to continue with my novel. Let me look for a timer. What timer do we want to use? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find some Halloween-like timers, Halloween-themed timers, that's why. So here we go. This one isn't bad. A walk to the dark forest that never ends. No, that's not what I thought. I thought maybe you have a problem with the young, that the main characters are students, you know, it's still in high school or something like that. Yeah, I don't think you have a problem with violence. That was a misunderstanding. Now you're doubting all the time you spent in the streams because. So, but let's sprint. Yeah, I can maybe find the trailer to the show. Oh, I have to show the timer first. Here we go. Enjoy. Okie dokie. That was print number 2. And how did everybody do? I continued working through my scene. I don't know if there's much left. Yeah, a little bit of work is still left. It's quite a long scene, the first one, or quite complex. That's why I was worried that it's too much. It's complex in the sense of, yeah, it's not complex. I mean, it's quite straightforward what's happening. Yeah, maybe I'm overthinking here. It's okay. So Christian joined us. Hello, good to see you. Mark was shocked about Dark Shadows, that it has more than 1K episodes. I remember Loretta telling us about that before. I also don't know the show, so maybe I should watch it. I don't know. Oh yeah, I shared the trailer to the show Ragnarok and also quickly watched it. I like that it's in Norwegian with subtitles. I always like to watch shows in their original language, doesn't matter which one it is, with subtitles. It kind of gives a more original feeling, you know, when you have a dubbed, when you have it dubbed or watch the German version, for instance, or the English one, kind of loses some of its originality, you know. I don't know. I like it, especially when you have North myth, you know, mythology, and then watching in Norwegian is so much better, I think. So, yeah, and Christian also watched the show and seemed to prefer season 1 and 2. And I don't remember the German dubbing. Oh, the German dubbing, of course, not the subtitles, but the dubbing, yeah. Like I said, I first read it wrong. I thought the subtitles were meh. That's why I wanted to say I don't remember that the subtitles were that bad, but the dubbing, yeah, I don't like to do that as well for that exact reason. It kind of feels like you are missing stuff, and you probably still are when you watch it with subtitles and you just don't understand the whole thing probably, or inside jokes or anything, but the mood is more, it's better when it's in Norwegian, I think. And Christian said season 3 isn't as good, but still reason enough to watch season 1 again and maybe season 2. And I'm also always looking for shows I can recommend to my husband. So yeah. Yeah, and Christian is avoiding too intense shows at the moment. Yeah, which makes sense, and I think it is intense. I remember season 1, there were some shocking things. That's yeah. I don't want to spoil anything. Loretta says hi to Christian. Loretta's working some overtime, so I just worked and watched some astrology videos. Ooh, awesome. And Mark also says hi to Christian. Loretta, yep. A lot of episodes. It came on Monday to Friday since it was a soap opera. Oh yeah, soap operas, of course, they are very... that's why I didn't know the show before Loretta talked about it. Wikipedia says it wasn't aired outside of the US. But is there a possibility to still watch it now? At least I would like to, or probably on YouTube. I'm pretty sure there will be something we could watch to get a feel for the show, at least. James, I think everyone should just produce their shows in English. Sorry. It's very funny. I'm sorry. JC, I'm doing some reading tonight. Been too stressed to write or revise anything, so reading it is. Going Between the House Across the Lake by Riley Saga and Goosebumps books for readathon. Oh, are you reading for Violet's writing Violet's readathon? Isn't she doing a Steinathon or something? But probably maybe there are other people out there as well doing a readathon. Yeah, and I'm sad to hear that. It sounds like you have had some really stressful days recently. You also said that the weekend was stressful, so yeah, it's good that you find some outlets like reading to help you wind down maybe a bit and forget about all the stress. Nicole, still just going through chapter 1 of His Immortal Majesty. Yeah. Laura left a lot of notes, good ones, but there's so many. Yeah. That's why I was thinking that there's probably a lot of work for you there. Yeah. For me as well, with my scene, I have some notes and then you start thinking, how can you make it better? And it just takes some time to work through all the stuff. Yeah. Probably the most American thing I could have said. Ah. So, yeah, very funny. You didn't really expect an answer, did you? No, don't feel like getting crucified today. Ah. So Laura is involved in this Dinoween. Oh, I didn't know that. I just I watched parts of the Monday stream or the 3 Nut stream live, and there she mentioned it, but I was just kind of lurking on the side because I had work to do. But there, I saw it. Yeah, and the kids and I, we read through some of those books, the Goosebumps books together, whenever, in bed, before falling asleep. So they enjoyed them, like 2 or 3, I don't know, not that many, but some of the bloopers are on YouTube. It had to be shot in one go because it was expensive to reshoot or edit. Yes, I think this was a thing with a lot of soap operas. Yeah, so there are tons of mishaps in the show. Wigs coming off, boom mix in. Yeah. I will have a look. Those Dark Shadows, they are on YouTube. Okay. Sounds like a fun rabbit hole to go down. So let me set up the next timer. 40 minutes. I think I want the peaches today. They are not really Halloween inspired, but I don't have a Halloween 40-minute timer. That's why I want to have peaches now. So here we go. Enjoy the flying peaches. Have fun. Okie dokie. That was the Peaches timer. I hope you enjoyed. And how did everybody do? I finished a scene and made it ready so that I could send it out to someone to read. And I will continue now with the next scenes, going through them, same style. I hope, or I think not every scene I have written will need as much work as the first one. I think the first scene in a novel is the most important, or is one of the most important scenes. So because when it's not good, people might not want to continue reading. So that's why I put so much work into it to make it perfect. Yeah, Mark mentioned, because I said that the most favorite timer or the most watched timer on my channel is the shower timer. And Mark suggested that maybe a combination of shower timer and Peaches timer would do well. Which, yeah, I had the same thought while I was writing my comment. We don't really know why the shower timer is so liked by people. So, Nicole, I got through one of Beta's notes, not Laura's yet, but I'm getting there. Awesome. And this will really help improve your text, your scene. I think often when you have some more perspectives from other people, from readers, and this can definitely help improve. And sometimes it's just, maybe you already had a feeling, I'm just speaking from my own experience, that something is not right yet, but you kind of avoided that thought. And when your readers also say like, this part is strange, then it's like, okay, confirmation. Damn it, I have to rework that part. It was sometimes when I worked together with the editor, it's like, damn it, I knew it. I didn't want to do it, but now I have to. See, Nicole says, oh yes, some of these are really good suggestions and comments. And also, thinking back, sometimes there was a suggestion of the editor where I felt like, yeah, it's a good point, but I actually don't want to do it like that. So, you don't always have to take into consideration every comment or every aspect of what the editor says or your beta readers, but usually it's good advice. Yay! Mark says, congratulations to Nicole and me on our achievements. Yes. Also, JC it did achieve some pages read. Awesome. As well. So let's do a final sprint, because my kids, I need to wake up my kids and I need to get them to a park where my parents are waiting. I will finish off with a shorter sprint. I hope you don't mind, because it's vacation time. Grandparents are here, and this next week will be a bit more relaxed for me with the streams and sprints. But this week I know I cannot sprint as long as I usually do, or stream as long. But I really wanted to use this one Halloween timer, which is from last year and also from my daughter, and it's 7 minutes long. So it's quite short, but it's a fun timer. So let's use this one for the final sprint. And I hope you enjoy. Just looking at it, I remember now the Rest in Peace Thomas, which wasn't, for those who don't know, James is just a pen name I can say. So we had a lot of fun last year, I think, with this tombstone that reads "Rest in peace, Thomas." So yeah, but here we go. Enjoy the final sprint. I will try to wake up my kids within those 7 minutes. Okie dokie, my friends. That's the end of my stream for today. I will be back tomorrow. My son is awake, but I still have to wake up my daughters. We'll see how successful I'll be. And I wish Mark a lot of fun watching Dark Shadows tonight with candlelight and wine. It sounds awesome. And I saw on YouTube there seem to be some episodes, at least the first one. So maybe I will do something similar. I thought I saw 3 minutes. No, it's over. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow. I wish you all a great rest of the day, rest of the night. See you soon, my friends. Have a great time until then. Ciao, ciao, ciao.